Right, so welcome everybody who's tuning in to watch this video and listen to me talking. This is it's Susie's birthday today. Say hello, Susie.
Hello.
And you've had a day of playing games, and now, as a little bit of a birthday treat, we're going to teach you how to play Mystic Vale. Because I think you said you were interested in learning how to play anyway.
Yes.
Right, so, and we're using Yucata. So Yucata.de is a website, one of the websites where you can play online games. This is the Yucata implementation, and like a lot of online games, if you were to try and learn how to play it using this online interface, it's actually quite tricky because it's doing a lot for you. It's doing a lot of the admin for you, which means you won't necessarily understand why things are happening. But once you know how to play the game, the interface is fantastic. So, and I've never taught this game before, so bear with me. I think I know how to play. So we're set up for a two-player game. Now this is an open information game. So at the moment we're looking at this area here is the board. So this would be in the centre of the table. These are also in the centre of the table, and then down here is my play area. Okay. Now, if I really want to, I can look at your play area by clicking there. That's your play area. Wow, that's quite impressive for a first turn. And then I can click back to my play area there. So it's all completely open information. This is a deck building game of sorts, and I know you're a fan of deck building games. But this does it in a different way. So your deck is 20 cards, and it will always be 20 cards. Okay? Now, each of these cards, you'll notice some of these cards are blank. There you go. So have a look at that card. Look how amazing that card is. So these cards physically in the game itself come in sleeves. What you do as the game goes on is these 9 things here are all clear, transparent bits of plastic with something either in the top, the middle, or the bottom. Okay? And what you do is when you buy one of these, you slide it into your sleeve so you can have a maximum of 3 things on a card. So what you're doing during the game is you're making your existing 20 cards better, but it will always be a 20 card deck. That's the twist on this game. The rest of it is your standard deck building stuff. You know, you spend currency, whatever, to buy improvements, and it makes your cards better. So the winner of the game is the one with the most points. The points is this symbol here. So like a blue gem thing, right? And 23 means that there are 23 points in the pool, and when that pool is empty, the game ends. Now, it's 23 because it's a two-player game. If we were playing with 3 players, it would be, I don't know, 31, whatever. There's numbers in the rule book. So you will gain points during the game from this pool here, and they will be represented. You can see on the right-hand side up here how many points we both currently have, which is 0. But there's other ways of getting points as well. So you'll notice on a lot of these cards, there's a number in the bottom right. Okay, and if I just make that bigger, you see here, this 1. The reason why it's in a grey gem is that's points at the end of the game. So when if you have this card at the end of the game, it's worth 1 point. You don't take any points during the game from it. That's what this is here. So in fact, that's a bad example. Let's look at this one. Right, this card is worth no points at all during the game, but at the end of the game, it's worth 1 point. So there's end game scoring as well. And you will also notice these cards here, some of these are really powerful. If we look at this one, 6 points. So if you buy this card, this is 6 points at the end of the game. And just a quick note about these cards. I can't remember what they're called. I think they're called Vales. These are not clear plastic sleeves. These are just normal physical cards. And when you buy one of them, it just goes in front of you. Right? And this one actually does nothing at all, apart from it's worth 6 points. Some of them actually have an ability on them. So we'll come on to them later. Right. So the way that the gameplay works is I'm the start player, and the first thing that you need to do on your turn is decide, and it says here, click on your on deck card to play it, or pass and finish the planting phase. So I have a decision now whether I want to basically push on or just pass and be happy with what I've got. Okay? Yeah. Now, I'm not an expert at this game, but I like to push on if I only have 2 to spend, and I only have 2 to spend. I'll come on to that in a minute. So I'm going to push on by clicking It says click on your on-deck card, which is here. Although it's not letting me click there. Why is it not letting me click there? Oh, the game looks like it's paused. Right, so I'm going to click the hand, because basically you have a deck of cards, right? But the top card is always face up. So I can see what the top card on my deck is here. These 4 cards are in front of me. This is my discard pile over here, which I don't have any in. So I'm going to push my luck by putting this top card into my field. Okay?
Yeah.
So I'm going to click that. There we go. So that card is now in my field. And then what you have to do is you have to then reveal the top card of your deck, because the top card of your deck is always visible. Right? There we go.
Yeah.
Right. So that's what I've chosen to do. Again, I now have a choice. Do I want to carry on or do I want to pass? Okay? Now in this case, just for the purpose of this example, I'm going to carry on. But I could choose to stop now, and now I have 3 to spend. Right?
Right.
So I'm going to carry on. I'm going to push again. And now I'm going to reveal the next card. Right. Bad things have just happened. I've just spoiled. And this is the danger with pushing your luck. So that was my decision to do that. I decided I was going to do it, and it's failed. And the reason why it's failed is I have 4 of these red decay. I think they're called decay symbols. I'm not exactly sure. But basically, once you get more than 3, that's it. Your field is spoiled. And what happens now is my go is effectively over, right? I've effectively missed my go. And now what it's doing is it's now setting me up for the next turn. Okay? Which I'll come on to in a minute. So that is my turn done. Now, quick note before we move on. You'll notice here, this icon means that I'm the starting player. But there is... that's because we're looking at your field. Let's look back at my field now. Right. No, in fact, I'll come to that later on. Right, let's do your turn. So, the reason why you have a lot more cards in your field than I did is basically at the start of the game, you would keep revealing cards one at a time. Okay? That is. You would keep revealing cards one at a time, and every time you reveal a card, you flip the top one face up until you can see 3 decay symbols.
Yeah.
So what would have happened is you would have dealt that card and flip one face up, dealt that card, flip one face up, dealt that, etc, 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 etc. As soon as you can see 3 red symbols, you stop. Because if you ever get a 4th, you spoil. So the card on top of your deck is not in your field, right? So you've only got 2 decay symbols in your field, but it doesn't matter, it's how many you can see. And the card on top of your deck counts as you being able to see it. So you have the same choice as I had. You could, if you wanted to, push your luck and press on, and then that card would go into your field and then you'd reveal the top one. But then, if the top card had a red symbol on, you would spoil. Right? Now I'm going to suggest you don't do that. And the reason is, you have 4 currency to spend this turn. I only had 2, which is why I decided to push on. You've got 4. The reason you've got 4 is it's the number of these symbols that you can see in your field. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So you have 4 to spend. I would suggest spending those 4 and not pushing your luck. I decided to push my luck because I only had 2 to spend and that wasn't very good. So if you're happy to take my advice, then you want to click, I think it's pass in the bottom right.
Hang on a minute.
Oh, you're going to have to switch to your screen, aren't you?
We've got it. Yeah, we've got it.
Yeah. So
I loaded it while you...
So if you click pass, that basically means you're not going to push your luck. Right. So it's now your go, and you have 4 currency to spend. And you can buy 2 cards from this area here. Okay. The cost to buy a card is printed in the top right.
Yeah.
So you could buy the Wayfinder. You could buy the Deadwood Harvester, and you'd waste 1. Or you could buy the Grassland. Now, also, as well as those cards, you have these cards here. So you have Fertile Soil. These all cost 2. And the reason there's 3 piles is these are all the ones which are in the top of the card. These are all the ones in the middle, and these are all the ones at the bottom. So you could, if you wanted to, buy 2 Fertile Soils, or you could buy either the Grassland or the Wayfinder. And
Right.
I don't know any idea of strategy really, so I can't help you with that.
While in your field, you have one less. Well, that doesn't seem very good.
Well, it doesn't seem very good, but it's got a green tree on it. Now, a green tree cancels out a red tree. So
okay.
it's a relatively cheap card. It gives you a green tree, which is great, but for that turn you have one less than normal. So I think...
Okay. You could essentially, if you've got 3 trees, you could feel like you could push your luck a little bit more.
Exactly, yeah. And if you look at the cursed soil, the cursed land cards, every red tree comes with a thing. So effectively, what the grassland does is it allows you to have one extra cursed land in your field. It just doesn't give you the benefit of the money.
Yeah.
So, I think early on in the game, I think that's a good one to go for.
Okay.
You're going to go for that. So if you click on it.
Close it. Can't work Debs' laptop.
You've paused it again.
Now,
what happened?
People watching this video are not going to be able to see this, but when you click on it, if you look at that card, that is a top ability. It will basically highlight all of the cards in your field of where you can attach it to.
Well, I would attach it to a cursed land one, that one there.
Right.
So it cancels on the same card.
So you've attached it to that one. There you go. You can see that happening. Now, you'll notice it's got the no entry symbol on. That means cards that you buy this turn, their abilities are, you don't get them until the end of the turn. So that's saying that is not in effect this turn. Okay. And when you're done, I think you click finish in the bottom right or something like that.
Harvest.
End harvest.
End harvest. There you go. So what it's done is it's put all of those cards in your discard pile, and it's now setting yourself up for the next turn. And as you can see, you've now got 3 visible red trees. So that's your turn finished, right?
Okay.
And then you click finish turn or something like that.
Yeah. So how many of the cursed land cards are there in a starting deck?
Oh, good question. Yeah, the way you can find that out is... how do you find that out? Right, there you go. So I've just clicked on the little icon next to my deck, and it's telling me the 20 cards that I have, I think, and it's telling me which ones are in my field, which ones are in my deck, and which ones are in my discard pile. So there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9! Wow! That's a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, 9 out of 20 are cursed lands.
Those are in
your
field.
Right.
Those are in your deck, and the others are in your discard.
So which ones are in your discard? The ones that don't have anything on them?
I guess so, yeah, because you've got 11 cards in your discard.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, that could be right.
Oh, there's one on top of your deck as well.
Yeah, there's one.
Oh, yeah.
So once you're done, if you click finish turn, then play will pass to me. That's the bit I always forget, is clicking the finish turn. There you go. So it's now my turn. So you can see from those people who are watching, you can play on Yucata live, which is what we're doing now. But you can use Yucata to play asynchronously. So you would do your turn at whatever, right? And then I would get an email saying, Paul, it's your turn in your Yucata game. So I've played a number of games of this, not live, but with people. There you go. I've just got an email saying it's my turn in Yucata. And at some point, you know, if you were working all day, every day, you could just pop on your lunch break and then, you know, do your turn. Takes you a couple of minutes and then it's done. Especially a game like this where all of the information is open. It's not one where you have to remember, oh, what was I doing? You know, like deep strategy games. You can sort of just, you know, look at the board and make a decision. Anyway, right, so it's my turn. Now, the bit I was going to mention, there is a little bit of a compensation for spoiling. It's not very much because I did miss my turn. But if you notice, I have 2 + 1 mana, okay?
Yeah.
And that's because in the physical game itself, you have this big token in front of you, which is grey on one side and blue on the other. And if you spoil, you flip it over to the blue side, and that basically means you've got 1 extra money on your next turn.
Right.
And if you don't spend it, you keep it. So this turn, I've got my 2 from that one, and I've got this extra 1, which is 3. Now, do I want to push on and spoil again? I don't think I do. So I'm going to accept the 3. And now I'm going to buy this Cleansing Rain because I like it. Not because it's a brilliant card. It might be, I don't know. I just like it. So I'm going to buy that and I'm going to put it there. Right, and then that is my go done. So end harvesting.
All right.
See what it's done is it's flipped over my token back to grey because it was blue.
Yeah.
So I no longer have that. Right, that's me set up for the next turn. Finish. Right, so it's your go. So you have 2 to spend. You could accept that 2 and buy one of these fertile soils, or you could push your luck and put your card that's on deck, which means it's on top of your deck, into your field.
Go on, do it.
Oh, you've spoiled. Right, so that's the end of your turn. You basically have to just skip through. But that token will flip over, so you've got 1 extra next turn. And there you go. Right, so it's my turn. Right, well, I've got 4, and I don't think I'm going to... No, I'm not going to risk it. I like 4. 4 is my favourite number. So let's do that. And I'm going to buy 2 fertile soils. So I'm going to buy a middle one. I'm going to put it there. And then I'm going to buy a top one. And I'm going to put it there. So this card is awesome now. And that is my go over. We're getting close to reshuffle. There we go. So it's now reshuffled my deck. And now it's going again. Right. So this card that I bought has an ability that's called When Played. And when played literally means when the card goes into your field. So when played, search your deck for any card and put it into your discard pile. So what I'm going to do is I now click, you see it's highlighted here. So I'm going to click on my deck. No, hang on a minute. Sorry, I did that wrong. Click on here to activate the ability. Right, and there you go. It now shows me all of the cards in my deck. And what do I want to get rid of? Well, I want to get rid of one of the cursed lands with nothing else on it. So I get rid of that. And then it shuffles my deck afterwards. And then I carry on. So reveal, that's my 3. So that actually didn't do any good for me whatsoever. But I've got rid of one of those cursed lands out of my deck. And obviously, because my deck now contains an uber powerful card, the more I cycle through my deck, the better it will be. Right, so it's your go.
Discarded completely.
Say again.
Is that discarded completely? It's like banished?
No,
or
no, it's just discarded. There's no banishing or trashing in this game, as far as I know. Not in the. This is the basic set. This is just the. This is just the core set, and it doesn't contain any of that stuff. So yeah, it's your go. You've got 2 plus the 1 because you spoiled last turn. You've got 1 extra mana to spend this turn. So you might want to keep the 3, or you might want to push your luck and carry on.
Right. No, I want to keep the 3.
Okay, so you click pass. If you're keeping the 3.
Not allowing me to click pass. It says next game.
No, it should be in the bottom right. Next game is if you're playing multiple games at the same time. See, I can't see your screen, so I don't know what it's showing.
There's pass and finish planting phase.
Right, it's pass that you want to do.
Yeah.
But there's no button to pass. It's just a blue bar. And the pass button is gone.
All right.
You ended your turn.
Well, I think so, because on mine it says player on turn, Susie G. So according to my screen, it says that it's your turn. That's odd. If there's nothing in the bottom right. Try pressing F5.
You had to press next game. Right, okay.
For some reason.
Okay, it got locked up a bit.
Yeah, it did. It's just having a hissy fit. That's that one. That one.
I thought you'd buy that.
End harvesting.
There you go. And shuffle them in and reveal them. And then that's it, you're stopped at 3. So you click finish turn. And now it's my go. Right, so I've got 2. Yeah, oh, there's this. Now you'll notice some of the cards have this helmet symbol on, right? That helmet does absolutely nothing on its own, but it's referred to by other cards. So there might be this one, for example, the Grove Tender, which gets a green tree for every helmet on this card. Okay, so the helmet symbols don't do anything themselves.
Right, okay.
Right.
Put that with that.
Yeah. So what am I going to do? I haven't explained these icons yet either. I was going to explain them in a minute. So I'm going to push on. Did it work? No. Right, so I've spoiled. Continue, done. And there we go, finish turn. Right, over to you. So what have you got? You've got 3. You might be happy with the 3, or you might want to push on yourself.
Right. Make your laptop work. Thank you. So, what we've got going on, that's cost 5. Cost 5, cost 6.
Yeah, very expensive.
You'll notice that the 9 cards in the grid, the ones at the top are basically at the start of the game you have like tier 1 cards, tier 2 cards and tier 3 cards. All the ones in the top are tier 1 cards, and you can see that because there's a tiny little dot underneath the cost. All of the ones in the middle row are tier 2, and all the ones in the bottom row are tier 3. And you can see that the ones in tier 2 are more expensive, and the ones in tier 3 are really expensive. It's just so you get a mix of cards out.
I would reckon then. I'm tempted to risk it and then see if we can get more.
Yeah, if there's a particular card you want for 4 or 5, then it's sometimes worth risking it. So, what is it that you're going to do with your 3? Or are you pushing on?
The hulking thornhide.
Say that 3 times.
Oh yeah. That costs 5.
What is the yellow?
Yep, I haven't explained those yellow symbols yet. That's for buying these Vale cards, if that's what they're called. Okay. It's like a separate type of currency. You've got your mana, which you use to buy these, and then if you've got those icons, whatever they're called, you use those icons at the same time to buy these.
Oh, I see. All right, I'm just having a hissy fit with Deb's laptop.
Okay.
The touchscreen is really non-sensitive.
Oh, you've got one of the special non-sensitive touchscreens, have you? Right, okay.
No, she's turned the sensitivity down on it.
Touchpad.
Oh, right.
I think we want to try and get him.
I think we should push on.
Okay.
If it doesn't work, I'll leave.
So you're pushing on. Oh, there you go. Succeeded. So you've got 4. Now you carry out. You can push on further if you want to.
No, my luck is awful.
Okay, so you're sticking with the 4.
That worked as a miracle. I think we should buy him.
But I want him. Oh, I want that. Oh my word. How do you cope with this laptop?
Which one do you want?
Him. Mr. Thornhide.
Yeah, the
For those people listening in, they're discussing which one they should buy. And they're not agreeing with each other.
The odds of pushing on and not getting another red one. Are you going to do it anyway?
Well, that's it. You can look at your deck and you can actually work out the odds of what it would be. There you go. So you've pushed on, but the card that you pushed on with was blank. Yeah, and if you push on again, it's another blank card. So you are running the risk.
I think, by the way, Sarah.
Oh, right. Okay. Fine.
So pass first.
Yeah, right. And then you have 4 to spend. So what do you want to do? You want to buy the Wayfinder, or do you want to buy 2 things for 2?
Or do we want 2 to increase the chance of...
Yeah, go on then.
2 of those. So, if we get a middle and or 2 middles.
2 middles.
Okay. Now notice that there is a limited supply of each. There's only 6 of each type of card.
Yeah.
And there we go. And then you finish your turn.
And harvesting.
Yep.
Oh, this is wrong.
Right, back to me. Well, we do your planting phase. Oh, look at that! Wow!
This time.
Nice. Yeah, very nice. Right, so yeah, if you finish your turn.
Yeah.
Play past this to me.
Yeah, Paul's got to get 6 though.
Yeah, no chance.
I'll do this bit. Yeah.
There we go. Right. So yeah, I've got 2 plus 1, which not happy with that. Let's push on. Let's see what happens. Oh no, I've got 4 now. Yeah, 4's good. So I'll pass, and I am going to buy the Wayfinder, and I'm going to attach it, I think, to here.
So what is the bear paw like? Another one of those?
Yep, it's another one of those icons. I can't remember exactly what they're called. They've got a specific name, but all of those different icons are used for buying these cards here. Oh, look at that. There you go. So yeah, as you improve your deck, it really does ramp up. So there you go. You've got 6. I would probably recommend not pushing on with 6.
What's in here for 6? Oh, no, that was you. So
You wanted him, didn't you?
well,
That one.
yeah, just have a look at what they all do. What does he do? Because he's got some special text.
Are you looking at the Grove Tender? Yeah, the Grove Tender's good if you've got cards with helmets on. On its own, the Grove Tender does absolutely nothing.
We have no helmets at the moment,
Yeah,
so I would be better to go for that guy because he gives you three spending power.
Which one?
No, he doesn't.
The Hulking Thornhide?
He puts 3 points out of the pot.
Yeah, every time you play it, it's 3 points out of the pot, but it is a red tree.
Ah, right, yeah. Okay, I don't know then.
So the game has short-term strategies and long-term strategies, and of course you need to, especially in a multiplayer game with 3 or 4 players, you need to be really aware. If one player is playing the short-term game and draining this pool of victory points quickly, then you taking a long-term strategy is just not going to work. You know, similar to Dominion. If somebody's rushing for the end of the game and you're playing the slow game, it's not going to work. So yeah.
I will put it on something to counteract it. Because it's in the middle. Oh, I know it's the top. Have a look. Yeah, put it on something to counteract it. Yeah.
So you're deciding where to put the Grove Tender. Yep. I would. Can you cancel that?
Cancel. That wasn't what we were trying to get. Undo.
Yeah, because you want to put the Grove Tender on cards with helmets, and because you've got no helmets at the moment, excuse me, you want to put it on a card that's blank.
We decided we were going to go for this one.
Oh right, okay.
On that one, yeah. Yeah.
Right, there you go. So that card is full. Now, before you do that, there is a strategy note in the rule book not to put 2 decay symbols on the same card.
Oh yeah, good point.
Okay.
There then. Put it on that one. Yeah.
Right. Okay. And you've got 1 mana left to spend, but you can't spend 1 on anything. And there you go. There's your next turn. Not quite so good this time.
No.
But if you do your finish turn, right, now I've got 7. So I could buy this. And basically, like a lot of games like this, I think you should always spend as much as you know, buy the biggest thing you can. So I'm just gonna do that. I don't really know what it does, but I'm gonna buy it. I mean, it's got a green tree on it, which is awesome. So let's put that there.
So my understanding is this game plays pretty well as it is as a base game.
Yes.
But actually, it requires an expansion to bring it into the next level. But I can't remember which expansion that is.
Any of them. Well, no, I mean, I've played a couple of them, and I'm not sure which expansion I've got. One of them gives you get a leader that has powers, so that's fine. But all of the expansions introduce new cards that go in here with more interesting effects. I mean, this is fine, and we've played Mystic Vale as effectively a gateway game with people who are relatively new to gaming, and that's fine. Yeah. Experienced gamers like the two of you, so right, that'll be the bat signal. I think should be, yeah, right. Basically, Vicky, we don't speak to each other anymore, me and Vicky. So she just rings and rings off when she's leaving work, and that's the signal that she'll be home in an hour. So anyway, that's what that was. So experienced gamers like you two and me, we would probably play this game 3 or 4 times and then go, right, well that's quite nice, but actually it doesn't have enough oomph to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where the expansions come in. If you start buying the expansions and it adds a lot more different cards with more interesting effects, and then you can chop and change. So,
Right.
yeah. Anyway,
Okay.
right. So you've got 2 mana to spend, or you can push on.
I think we should push on. Go for it.
Now that,
Feeling lucky.
now that you've got better cards in your deck.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. You've spoiled.
Sorry.
It's all right. It means you've got an extra 1 next turn, because that extra 1 that you get next turn could be the difference between, you know, an okay card and a really good card. And there you go. You see, next turn you've got 7 instead of 6.
Yeah.
So if I hadn't have bought that card that was worth 7, you could have had it. But right.
That's all right.
Okay, so back to me. I've got 2, so I'm going to push. Okay, and I spoiled as well. So continue. Done. And here we
Can
go.
you buy more than 1 card if
Yes,
you've got enough?
you can buy 2. You can buy 2 of these, and you can buy 2 of the Veil cards as well, if you have the right icons.
Right. Okay.
So your go, you've got 7, effectively.
If somehow you ended up with 20 mana, you could still only buy,
Only
2
buy
cards.
2 cards, yes.
Right. What does her side text say? When played, you may discard. Ooh. And that only costs 2. Is it 2? Or is it 3?
The Deadwood Harvester is 3.
You could have. What have we got? 7.
You got 7. Yeah, so you could buy a 4 and a 3, but there isn't a 4. Or you could buy a 5 and a 2. You could buy Mr. Plough. It's not called Mr. Plough, but I call it Mr. Plough. So you could buy Mr. Plough and something else for 2.
Is that the chieftain now?
Plough here.
Mr.
Yeah, he's quite good.
Yeah,
He'll
we'll go for
generate
him
points.
and her.
Him and Puddings. Puddlings.
No,
No, she's 3.
If your Grove Tender would have been in your field, I would have suggested buying the Podlings to attach it to the Grove Tender. Because your Grove Tender needs helmets, but it's not. So you might want to leave it there for when your Grove Tender comes out.
Right.
Depending, of course, where your Grove Tender is. Because if your Grove Tender's in the middle of a card...
You didn't take it, it's still there.
We didn't take it in
Oh,
the
you
end,
didn't take
we
it.
got
Sorry. Yeah, you didn't, did you?
No.
Right, ignore that then.
That one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works. So,
So
path,
yeah.
take the plough.
Attach it to that card,
Okay.
maybe, yeah. And then take a middle one and attach it to that card. So that's like a
Another middle one.
yeah. Stops him getting them. Tactics, my dear. Tactics.
Yeah, so you've made a really good card there.
Because that's got nothing bad on it
Yep.
at all.
Yep. You want that card to come out as much as possible. Okay, so just a quick note on the victory points. So up here, neither of us have got any victory point counters, but you'll notice it says I've got 2 points in brackets and you've got 2 points in brackets.
Yeah.
That's from the cards that you've taken that have got the victory points printed on them.
Right.
So you,
I-
it does all of the admin for you. You can see exactly how many points everybody's got. Right, and it's you to finish your turn, and then it's over to me.
yeah, that's better. All right, I managed to shrink the screen somehow and I couldn't read.
Oh, right, okay.
There you go. There on.
Yeah, there we go. So, hang on.
You-
Ours says player on Paul Grogan and yours says player
It
on...
does. I'll press F5. I guess it must disappear sometime. Yeah, there we go. Right, so do I want to spend 3? Oh, I don't know. Well, there's... Oh, this is available for 4. No, I'm going to keep me 3. And I'm going to buy this one. I'm going to put it there. Right, end harvesting. There we go. And what we got? Ah, right, I'm going to trigger that ability and get rid of that. And then I carry on. Open that, reshuffle the deck. And there we go, finish turn. Right, so over to you.
Right.
And you have 3.
Push. Yes!
There you go, you got 4. Now,
Right.
this turn you also have 1 yellow symbol to spend. But there is nothing that costs just 1 yellow. They all cost, you know, yellow and something else.
Right. Do you want the wolf? Yes, please. I think. Or do we want more of the flowers?
And this turn you're going to get 3 points. Because that card, the Hulking Thornhide, is in your field.
Yeah. Stick that, yeah, on, yeah.
On that one.
Okay, there you go. You got 3 points.
So that number in the brackets, is that basically the number in the bracket? Is it counting how many points you are liable to earn on your turn?
No, the number in brackets here, 6, is how many points you have in total. So yeah, it's saying that you've got 3 tokens that are worth a victory point each, and you've got another 3 somehow in your deck from cards that you've bought.
End game points.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Right, and you've got a good field for next turn. Look at that, 8.
8.
Right, what have I got? I got 3 and a brown bear paw. Right, well that's not very good, is it? Although 3 is the field of flowers. No, I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna put it on here. Okay. Done. What have we got? Not very good. Right, your go. I guess you're not going to push on because you've got 8.
Yeah.
No, that would be silly.
Yeah. So what are you going to buy? You could buy the Life Bloom Orchids. Now, quick note, the Life Bloom Orchids, that has a purple swirl on it. That's a wild card. It's a wild token, so that counts as either brown, green or yellow. No, ignore me. Sorry, it's not a wild token. No, I'm getting confused. The wild token symbol is... Or is it a wild token? No, I think it is. Yeah.
Or is it the rainbow one?
I think that purple thing counts as a wild card. Yeah, it does.
There's a rainbow one as well. Is that not wild?
Which one?
The one to the right of the purple swirl above the field.
Here? Yeah, that's just showing how many wild cards you've got this turn, I think. But yeah, no, I'm pretty sure the purple swirl is a wild card. Because if you look at the Vale cards, none of them have purple on them. Some of them have this symbol, which is any. That's what that means. Yeah, that's any. So that symbol means any colour. Whereas that one is also any colour.
Right, gotcha.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll get those then.
Yeah.
So let's pass.
Yeah, that Life Bloom Orchids is really good.
And stick it
It's in the middle.
Middle.
On that one.
Yeah.
Okay. And you've got 1 green symbol to spend, but you cannot spend just that. So
No, that's not available till next turn.
there you go, and you got a point as well.
Nice.
Right. Okay, so that's you done. And then it's back to me. Let me know if you press finish turn and it doesn't refresh on my screen. There we go.
No, she's just...
It's done. So I'm going to push on because I'm getting behind here. 3. Well, I'm going to push on. Let's see what we get. 4. Right, I'm going to stop at 4 and I'm going to buy Druid's Song and I'm going to put it there. Done. Okay. Oh, I've got an on-deck ability which says, when played, look at your next on-deck card and you may discard it. Right, so I'm going to do that. Look at my next card. Do I want to discard it? Yes, I do want to discard it. And then look at the next one. Oh, that's brilliant. There we go. And what we got here? You may discard any other card in your field. So yeah, let's do that. And let's discard that one. And then let's carry on.
I think somebody might be getting lucky with his card.
There we go, 7. Yeah, 7's not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad. Right, over to you. You have 2. Now, 2 doesn't sound good, but that's because you've got the card with the Hulking Thornhide in. which has got
Yeah.
3. So even if you just buy something for 2, you're still going to get the 3 points. Whereas if you push on and spoil, you won't get the 3 points.
Yeah. So I think we should get
One of.
I think we should get that one and put it there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Oh yeah.
Click pass.
Oh yeah.
We
Forget
got
this bit. You pass first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pass to say that you're not pushing on, and then you're going to buy that, and then you finish your turn, and it'll give you 3 points. There you go. So currently you're on 12 points to my 3. Okay. Right, how are we doing?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, right. So I've got 7.
Excellent.
I've only got 1 green symbol. I haven't got any other symbols, so it is just 7. But I'm not going to push on at 7 because that would be crazy. Right, what have we got? We've got this, which is 5, but I haven't got any other helmets. I'll tell you what. Let's take this and put it here, and let's take that and put it here. So I've made another Uber card.
Susie nearly swore at you then.
Okay. What have we got here? Discard any other card in your field. Oh, yeah, we'll do that. I'll discard that one. And then let's carry on. And that's it. Right, so next turn, I'm actually going to be able to buy one of these cards, finally. So, you'll go. You've got 3. Nothing special's happening, so decide whether you want to push on or not.
Unless you want to buy the Woodland. So does the Pudland... Oh, hang on. Feral Chieftain. Do you gain 1 point for each shield on this card? That includes the one that's on the card?
Yes. For each helmet on that card, in the harvest phase, you will gain 1 point.
And the Pudlings one, all it gives us is a yellow symbol, but then if we pair that up with one that's got a power that says for every shield, or if you have a shield...
And it's not bad, it's a yellow symbol, and it's a point, but it's also got the helmet on it.
She just did that.
Yeah, I think you did, you spoiled. But it's alright, I'd have done the same, I think.
I was going to buy the Pudling.
Yeah, I don't want Pudlings.
But we've got a green leather.
Yeah.
Right. So, yeah, it's alright, you got 5 next turn.
Yeah. We're good to go. Because we can. Nice card.
Are you done?
Oh yeah, I'm looking at the cards.
You need to click the finish the turn, yeah. I know when I'm always playing online, I always forget to press that, and then Rick normally says, oh, it's your go. I'm like, oh, is it? Right, so I've got 3, but I'm going to pass because I'm now going to explain how buying these cards work. So I've got a brown bear paw thing and the purple one, which is a wild card. So it basically highlights the cards that I can buy.
Okay.
And I can buy 2 of them if I had the symbols, but I don't. So I'm just going to buy... What does this one do? This is once per turn, spend 2 mana to use any of those symbols as if it was any symbol. Right, okay. That could be quite good for me, actually, because I've got lots of mana, so I'm going to buy that. And that just goes in front of me. It doesn't go in a sleeve or anything else. It's just on the table in front of me. And then I've got 3, so I'm going to buy some more Cleansing Rain, and I'll put it on that one. Right, so I think I've got 3 or 4 cards in my deck now that allow me to get rid of other cards. Okay, your go. You have 4 plus 1.
Right, Debs is just feeding the mob, so I get this all to myself.
Okay.
Right. In Harvest, other advancements added to this card cost 2.
Yes.
Ooh,
So once you have that on a card, from the next turn onwards, it's cheaper to add other enchantments to that same card.
but it's not brilliant on the cards that I've got.
Correct, because you want to put it on a blank card. Really.
Yeah, because otherwise it doesn't benefit you.
Yes,
I don't
exactly.
really want to do one of those.
Oh, go on, look. I'll buy some podlings for her. But there's nowhere to put the podlings. I can't buy.
Yeah.
Right, so I'm gonna.
I don't know what I'd do. I'd possibly. Oh no. Yeah, it's a tricky one.
In middle spaces.
Yeah, but there's nothing. We'd have to then have something to pair it up with, and we can't afford it at the moment.
You could just buy another grassland.
Yeah. Oh, make the laptop work. Yeah, it's there.
Yeah, so that cancels out that effectively. Okay. Now, because you didn't spend your 1 extra mana, you carry it over.
Right.
Okay.
But if you spoil again, you don't get an extra one. It's a token which is, it's flipped one side or the other. Right, so I've got 2 with no special abilities and no nothing. So I'm definitely pushing on. And, okay, I've now got 3 with nothing special. Let's push on again. I've got 4. I'm going to go... Oh, what is that ability, actually? When played, search it. No, I can't risk it. So I'm going to keep me 4, and I'm going to buy the Wayfinder. I'm going to put it there. Okay.
Right.
Oh, what have we got? Yeah, so when played, search through my deck, get rid of a card I don't want, and carry on. Do the same thing again.
Card to put it on.
Get rid of the card I don't want.
That one, because it makes them cost 2 less, but then you would be able to get.
Look at my on-deck card. Decide whether to keep it or not. I do want to keep that. This action is irreversible. Yep. Okay, that's fine. Keep it. Reveal that. What's that one? You may discard any other card in your field. Do I want to? Yes, I want to. No, actually, I don't want to do that. No, that's not going to do anything for me. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, there we go. Now it's all happening. Discard any other card in your field. Don't think I do. No. Carry on. Right, there we go. That's not bad. 14. Okay. I'm going to have a good turn next turn. So your go. You've got 6 mana, effectively. You've got a green symbol, a yellow symbol, and you're going to get 4 points. So that's not a bad turn. I definitely wouldn't push on at this stage.
No.
That's worth 2 points at the
2
end.
points to the end.
Where's that one? Brown one. I think you can buy that.
Yeah. Oh, that one. Because we've got
I've only got one green.
oh, we've only got 1 green. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, using for that one.
Yeah, might as well. Right.
How do we buy from the
So
highlight?
yeah, it will highlight it. So first of all, you just click pass to say that you're not going to push your luck, and then it should highlight all of the cards that you can buy. So really, really nice implementation. So you've got a green and a yellow. So yeah, you can buy that one, and then you've also got 6 to spend.
I quite like the look of him.
Yeah.
And we can stick him with his tree.
You're looking at the bear.
Yeah.
Now, a quick note. If you look at the bear carefully, you'll notice that there's 2 dots underneath the 6.
Yeah.
That means it's a tier 2 card, which goes against what I said to you earlier on. Okay? So I'm just going to explain what's actually happening. In the game itself, you only count off a limited number of tier 1 cards. Okay? We've now gone through that deck of tier 1 cards. So what it does is it starts refilling the top row with tier 2 cards. And the reason for that is, by this point in the game, those tier 1 cards are not actually that useful, because we're usually getting 4, 5, 6, 7 or more mana every turn. So it's quite a nice way of basically having more tier 2 cards in the game. So
that's really clever, because we played a deck builder today where we both had loads and loads of stuff to spend to buy cards, but everything that was coming out of the deck was costing 1s and 2s and 3s, and it was Really nice.
The trees cancel out the reds, don't they?
Yeah, every green tree cancels out a red tree.
Right.
Take them and put them there.
Yeah, straight there. Oh, sorry, Mr. Bear. Sorry, I'm doing it the wrong way round.
I thought you were calling Paul Mr. Bear then.
No,
This Mr. Bear.
this Mr. Bear. There.
There you go. Okay, so that's it. You're going to get 4 points when you click finish. So we're down to 12 in the pot now, of which I have none of them.
Sorry.
That's all right. Right, now I'm going to have my most awesome turn ever. So I've got 14 mana.
Take everything.
Well, I'm definitely not pushing my luck. So I've got 2 brown, 1 green, and a purple. Oh my, right. What do we want? 2 brown, 1 green, and a purple. Right, so I'm going to take the Azure Lake. Oh, there is another thing as well, this, which I've forgotten about. But if you've got spare square symbols and you don't want to buy a card, I think you spend 3 of them to buy a point.
Okay.
Yeah, which I'm not going to do that. I'm going to buy... Oh, what's this? Oh, no, we'll have that. Yeah, we'll have that. That's the 2 green ones. And then... Oh, no, that doesn't work. No, forget that. Right, I'm going to buy that one and that one. Right, and then I've got 14. Wow, I don't know what to do with 14. This has got way too much text on. This card is worth 1 shield at the end of the game for each of those symbols on this card, ignoring... Right, okay. Can I put that anywhere? No, not really. Each of what symbols? Oh, basically everything.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty good. If that was there, that would be good. This one's pretty good. This one's pretty good. So let's take this one and put it here. And then let's take this one and put it here. Right, so I spent that, done. Boom. Right, next round, let's see what it does for me. Yep, next round's not so good. Right, your go. So you have 5 mana to spend and no symbols.
Right. So...
I suppose this is where some people might push on because they might think, well, hang on a minute, it's the symbols that are quite important. But I don't know, as I say, I'm not that good at the game. I just like playing it.
It's not got any of those... Yeah. I think I don't necessarily want any of those, but it might be worth just beefing us up with a couple of these.
Yeah.
Right,
They're talking strategy. For those people listening in, they're talking strategy at the other end. It's not fair, it's two heads against one.
Yeah, but it's our first time.
Yeah, you'd think the advantage of me playing it half a dozen times would help, but it doesn't really. I just mess around and do different things. Okay, so you bought that one and you bought that one. Right.
Beefing up some cards.
Yep. Because at the moment, it's 19 points plays 8. So if you were to, rush the game and end it early, then you're definitely in a winning position at the moment.
Yeah.
Right, 4 mana, nothing special. I'm going to push on.
We've got...
And I've got 5 mana. Oh, 5. What can I do with 5? Nah, it's not very good.
And that would lower something else on it.
But I think I'm going to have to. Yeah, 5 seems too much. Let's take that one. And it automatically put it there because it wouldn't go anywhere else.
Yeah.
Right. I'm probably going to get some of my special abilities now, I think. Yep. Which one's that one? Discard any other card in your field. Yep. So I'm going to do that to discard that one. And then I'm going to carry on. When played, remove a card from my deck. I'll remove that one. Let's carry on. Which one's that? Oh, that's another one. Yeah, remove another card from my deck. Remove that one. Let's carry on. And there we go. Right, that's me done. So you have 3 mana. You're going to get 2 points, and you've got 1 wild card symbol, but that's not going to be enough.
I reckon.
Yeah.
What you thinking? Oh, pushing on. Well, it worked. There you go.
So
6 mana.
that I'm thinking on one of these blank ones. Yeah.
Hang on.
What?
Well, yeah, the thing seems to be cheating for us because there's 4
Yep.
foil symbols visible.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4 symbols visible, but oh yeah, and that no, that green one cancels out the red one.
Well, it does, doesn't it?
It
The green
does.
one at the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, got it. So, do you want to buy that one and then see if we can buy something else?
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's have every time. So we're not pushing on.
So what you're going to buy?
That one in there.
Okay.
So
yeah, so that doesn't kick in until next round. Well, the next time the card comes out. Yeah.
yeah. So now I think we should put a field
In the empty one. Or
well,
that one to cancel it out.
what maybe in the empty one because then we're not getting empty cards out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like that.
Remember, you can only buy 2 things, so you've got two wasted mana this turn. But if that fits in, there you go, 2 points. So there's only 10 left now. The game does remember that I'm the starting player, so when the game end is triggered, I think it basically happens so that everybody gets the same number of turns. And it looks like you're going to get an awesome turn next turn.
Yeah.
What have I got? I've got a yellow and a purple, and well, I'm definitely not pushing on. So yellow and a purple will be. Oh, and I can spend, because I bought this card earlier, I can spend 2 mana to change one of my symbols into anything else. But I'm not going to. I'm just going to buy. I'm going to buy that card, and then I've got 9. And with 9, I will buy. Let's buy that one and put it. Helmets. I haven't got any helmets. I'll put it there. Right. End harvesting. Yeah, I got my first actual victory point tokens. Yay me. What's this one? Oh yeah, look at my next card. Discard it if I want to. I do. Let's carry on. Discard any card in your field. Yep, I'll do that. And discard that one. Okay, let's carry on. And there we go. That's me done. Right, your go. So you've got 11 mana. You have a brown symbol and a green symbol. And you're going to get 1 point.
Yep. Funnily enough, I'm not going to push my luck.
No. At this stage in the game, it's rare that people do that.
Right, so let's have the one that we can buy.
Yep.
Whatever it does.
2 points it was. I think it was 2 points. Oh no, it was gain 1 mana every harvest phase.
Right. So now we've got some empty cards going on here. I reckon.
Ooh.
Give me some trees. So how do you know? Because that's the other bit. I can't clearly see from the app. How do I? Oh, it tells me middle.
What are you looking at?
Okay.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, you're right. When you blow the card up, you actually see clearly that it's in the middle. But in the small view here, it's shrunk it a bit. So yeah, you can see that the Dread Coil Cobra is in the middle. That's at the bottom. That one's at the top. So yeah, you can just about tell.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I thought you'd go for that one.
I don't know why I'm whispering.
I was going to say,
I can hear.
He can hear you.
Because you've now got a lot of cards in your deck that generate points when they're played. That 7 is going to go very soon.
Yeah, and let's have...
Probably got another 2 turns left each, I would have thought.
As soon as you want them, I'll put them on for you.
They might not do much for us, but I like the name.
Podlings.
There you go.
Yeah, there we go.
There you go. Some podlings for you.
Thank you.
Right. So, let's do your setup ready for next turn. Okay, that's not too bad.
Right. Finish.
Another 3 points. Yeah, so this is going to be the last turn. Because I'm going to get 5 points this turn. So I just basically need to get as many points as I can. So I'll have that one, which is 3 points. And I will just buy a card that gets points, which is... doesn't really matter. Let's have that one. Let's put it there. And then that's me done, and I get me 5 points. And it'll be your go for your final turn.
Right.
Because there's only 1 point left in the thing. Oh, it's still doing my setup, but I don't think this matters. Yeah.
Is that a set? So yeah, it is a set number of points, isn't it? Depending on how many you're playing with.
Yes, it's 23 in a 2-player game.
You could change it though if you wanted to extend the game
Absolutely.
a little bit.
If you were playing this yourself, you could extend it. And we played one game where afterwards we were like, well, that was a bit rubbish. We never really got going. And we thought, well, next time we play, we're just going to put more points in, because we felt it was just really too short and we didn't get going at all. And then the next time we played, we really did get going. So it is the right amount, I think, but you can get some games where it's really, really slow to get going. This one seems to have been about right, I think. But yeah, there's no reason why you couldn't add extra points in and just play a longer game. What that does do is it distorts the longer term strategies. But you know, if you both know that going into the game, then it's fine. So yeah, what can you do to get the most points possible? Oh yeah, I should have bought that one, shouldn't I?
That one.
Yeah.
Like that.
And you're done, and it does that, and then it'll do end of game. Oh, right.
Last round.
So ignore me, ignore what I said. The game didn't end. So I got that rule wrong. So when the game end is triggered, everybody gets one more turn. Oh no, game over. It was game over. Now, I caught up.
You did.
I did.
Wow.
Yeah. But
25.
30 plays 25. And there you go. So that's...
And putting it in BGG.
Are you putting in BGG? Right, brilliant. So yeah, so that's Mystic Vale. So there you go. So yeah, I'll see if I can work out how to save this screen recording and audio. And for those people who are watching, I hope you've enjoyed the show, and you've seen me teaching people how to play Mystic Vale. So thanks very much for watching.
Thank you very much for teaching.
Thank you.